The year is 1935. The world is in the midst of great change, with the echoes of the Great Depression still lingering and the shadows of impending global conflict beginning to form. Amidst this backdrop, a legal case unfolds in England that will leave an indelible mark on the justice system. A young man stands accused of murder. His fate hangs in the balance as the courtroom buzzes with tension and anticipation. The weight of the accusation is heavy, and the stakes could not be higher. His name is Reginald Woolmington, a name that would soon become synonymous with a pivotal moment in legal history. Woolmington, a farm laborer, found himself at the center of a case that would challenge the very foundations of criminal law in England. Woolmington, Vive Director of Public Prosecutions, a name etched in legal history, gave birth to a principle so fundamental, it's known as the golden thread of our justice system. This case wasn't just about one man's guilt or innocence. It was about the rights of every individual standing accused in a court of law. This principle? The prosecution must prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. No assumptions, no shifting burdens, just cold, hard evidence. It was a revolutionary idea at the time, ensuring that the presumption of innocence remained a cornerstone of justice. This essay explores the Woolmington case, its lasting impact, and why it remains relevant even today. We delve into the details of the trial, the arguments presented, and the ultimate verdict that set a precedent for future generations. The Woolmington case serves as a reminder of the importance of safeguarding individual rights and maintaining the integrity of the legal system. As we journey through the intricacies of this landmark case, we will uncover the profound implications it had on the legal landscape. The decision in Woolmington, Vive Director of Public Prosecutions, reinforced the idea that justice must be blind, impartial, and unwavering in its commitment to fairness. Even today, the principles established in Woolmington, Vive Director of Public Prosecutions continue to resonate. They serve as a guiding light for legal practitioners and a shield for those who find themselves facing the formidable machinery of the criminal justice system. The case stands as a testament to the enduring power of the rule of law and the relentless pursuit of justice. Join us as we explore the legacy of Reginald Woolmington and the case that forever changed the course of English criminal law. Through this exploration, we gain a deeper understanding of the principles that underpin our justice system and the ongoing relevance of this landmark decision. Woolmington, Vive Director of Public Prosecutions, is more than just a case. It is a cornerstone of legal history, a beacon of justice, and a reminder of the enduring importance of the presumption of innocence. Let us delve into this fascinating chapter of legal history and uncover the profound impact it continues to have on our world today. Reginald Woolmington's world was crumbling. He was a young man, full of hope and dreams, but now, everything seemed to be falling apart. His heart was heavy with sorrow, and his mind was clouded with confusion and despair. Just 3 months into their marriage, his wife Edith left him, returning to her mother. Their wedding day had been filled with joy and promise, but now those memories were tainted with pain. Edith's departure left a void in Reginald's life, one that he couldn't seem to fill. Distraught and desperate, Woolmington stole a shotgun. He wasn't thinking clearly. His actions were driven by a mix of desperation and a misguided sense of hope. The weight of the gun in his hands was a stark reminder of the gravity of his situation. He rode his bicycle to his mother-in-law's house, intending to win Edith back. The journey was long and arduous, each pedal stroke filled with a mix of determination and dread. When he arrived, an altercation ensued. Voices were raised, emotions ran high. In the heat of the moment, a shot rang out. Edith lay dead.
I tried to show her I would kill myself if she didn't return. The gun fired accidentally. My intention was never to harm her. I just wanted her to understand the depth of my pain.
Was it a desperate act of a heartbroken man, or a cold-blooded murder? The courtroom was filled with tension as the jury listened to the testimonies. The evidence was presented, but the truth remained elusive. The lines were blurred, the truth elusive. The jury had to decide whether Woolmington's actions were those of a man driven to the brink by heartbreak, or if there was a darker, more sinister motive behind his actions. The case would go down in history, not just for its tragic outcome, but for the questions it raised about love, desperation, and the human condition. Woolmington's trial was a battleground for a fundamental legal principle, the burden of proof.
Once we proved Woolmington fired the fatal shot, The burden shifted to him. He had to prove it was an accident.
Woolmington, already devastated, now faced the daunting task of proving his innocence. The trial court agreed with the prosecution's interpretation, further tipping the scales against the accused. But justice, as we shall see, had other plans. Woolmington appealed his conviction, and the case landed in the highest court in the land, the House of Lords. Here, history was made.
Throughout the web of the English criminal law, one golden thread is always to be seen, that it is the duty of the prosecution to prove the prisoner's guilt subject to the defense of insanity and subject also to any statutory exception.
With these powerful words, Lord Sankey forever shifted the landscape of criminal law. The House of Lords overturned Woolmington's conviction, cementing a principle that lies at the heart of any just legal system, the presumption of innocence. No longer would the accused bear the burden of proving their innocence. Instead, the prosecution must prove guilt, and they must do so beyond a reasonable doubt. This principle, now a cornerstone of English law, ensures that individuals are not unfairly punished based on assumptions or incomplete evidence. Lord Sankey didn't just stop at stating the prosecution's burden. He went further, emphasizing that the prosecution must prove its case beyond reasonable doubt. This phrase, seemingly simple yet profoundly impactful, sets a high bar for conviction. It ensures that individuals are not convicted based on mere suspicion or probability. The prosecution's case must be so strong, so convincing, that it leaves no reasonable doubt in the minds of the jury. The Woolmington case was a watershed moment. It shifted the balance of power in criminal trials, ensuring a fairer system where the scales are not tipped against the accused. The golden thread principle, woven into the fabric of English law, safeguards individuals from wrongful convictions and upholds the fundamental right to a fair trial. Even today, almost a century later, the Woolmington case remains incredibly relevant. In our age of complex criminal investigations and high-profile trials, the golden thread serves as a constant reminder of the prosecution's burden. It ensures that the principles of justice and fairness remain at the forefront of our legal system, regardless of the complexities of a particular case. The impact of Woolmington extends far beyond the borders of England. Its principles have influenced legal systems around the world, shaping the way criminal trials are conducted, and ensuring that individuals are not unjustly punished. The golden thread has become a universal symbol of fairness and a cornerstone of justice in many nations. Woolmington v. DPP was more than just a murder trial. It was a pivotal moment in legal history that reshaped the landscape of criminal justice. The case revolved around a young man, Reginald Woolmington, who was accused of murdering his wife. The trial's outcome would not only determine his fate, but also set a precedent for how justice would be administered in the future. It was a landmark case that enshrined the presumption of innocence and the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt as fundamental principles of English law. Before this case, the burden often fell on the accused to prove their innocence, a daunting and often impossible task. Woolmington's defense argued that the prosecution must prove guilt, not the other way around. This shift was monumental, ensuring that every individual would be treated fairly and justly under the law. The golden thread woven by Lord Sankey's eloquent words continues to guide our justice system, ensuring fairness and protecting individuals from wrongful convictions. Lord Sankey famously stated, "Throughout the web of the English criminal law, one golden thread is always to be seen, that it is the duty of the prosecution to prove the prisoner's guilt." His words have echoed through the halls of justice, reminding us of the importance of safeguarding individual rights. The legacy of Woolmington lives on, a testament to the enduring power of a simple yet profound principle, the presumption of innocence. This principle has been adopted and upheld in legal systems around the world, influencing countless cases and protecting the innocent from wrongful convictions. It serves as a cornerstone of democratic societies where the rule of law prevails and justice is not just a concept, but a lived reality. The Woolmington case reminds us that the fight for justice is ongoing and the principles established in that historic trial continue to shape our world today.